What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So today, we have the news for the Kaido versus Big Mom Sugo-Fest. This is the stuff that we've been waiting to see. Now, this has been one of the most anticipated banners to come out, and I know a lot of people decided to do either like skip the banner altogether or do less multis on our official anniversary Sugo-Fest with Luffy, Sandy, Sweet Commanders, and Gemma 66 because they were specifically waiting for this banner to drop. Thing is, I mean, this banner does not look good. I have to say it, man. This banner looks garbage. And when I say garbage, I mean, like, honestly, in terms of a banner and the Sugo-Fest, I mean, if we go back to the old meta, before Yoshi was our producer, this would be considered a good Sugo-Fest. However, with the current structure that we've been having, restricting the amount of legends you can pull, overall meaning that the character rates are much higher, has been definitely a better version of Sugo-Fest, from my opinion anyway. I do much prefer the way that the current Yoshi structure of Sugo-Fest has been dealt with. However, what we're seeing in this Sugo-Fest is going back to the old structure, which has its pros and cons. So we'll get into the banner, we'll break down everything, and you will see right here, it does debut after the maintenance finishes for version 10.2. So yes, I will be live streaming right as the maintenance is about to finish, and we're going to jump into this Sugo-Fest. Man, let's get into it, because there's lots to talk about here. Let's have a look, right? So yeah, debuting after the maintenance until April 12th at 1859 PST time. The Sugo-Fest, 3 times chance to pull a legend, so it's 15% chance, which is good. I do like that it's 15% chance. Oddly enough though, it's like a 15% chance, but it's not a Super Sugo-Fest, which is kind of strange because typically Super Sugo-Fest are like the 15% legend rate. Still, 15% is really good. It's a high chance to pull a red poster compared to stock standard stuff. The new Sugo-Fest exclusive versus character, Kaido versus Big Mom, has arrived as a voiced character. The new versus characters are unique characters that can separate into 2 characters with different attributes. They got different captain abilities, different special abilities. The new versus mechanic as well. Yeah, they cannot be swapped during a quest. It's not like a versus, not like a dual unit, for example. Meeting certain requirements to get the versus effect. I've talked about it a little bit in my video I uploaded yesterday, talking about the batch itself and how it kind of works. I talked about it on the official 10.2 announcement as well, about how the character actually works. So it's interesting. This character is good, and is definitely considered by many players to be like top 3 best legend in the game, right? In this Sugo-Fest, Kaido vs Big Mom will join your crew with the effect stage 2 added. So they come with like the ink bottle artwork effects, which is good. Every debuting legend from here on out should debut with it, honestly. Kaido vs Big Mom will have different versus effect, captain ability special, rumble special, stats depending on whether the selected character is Kaido or Big Mom. The new King, Queen, and Jack are also here. Check the recommended characters in the tavern for details, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it's the whole new batch as we expected. This is where things change a little bit though. In this Sugo-Fest, all past Sugo-Fest exclusives will be appearing, and all wanted posters are guaranteed to be 4-star or better. Okay, so just about that real quick. Obviously, we haven't even looked at the steps yet, but I am not a fan of this particular, because, I mean, it means that the overall rate for Kaido versus Big Mom should be lower than what the stock standard Sugo-Fest would be, right? Because typically on a regular debut banner, right, with Yoshi's structure, it's 5% chance to pull a red. There's 10 available legends, meaning each legend has a 0.5% chance of appearing. If you're going to have every single legend available, that means I think there's like 110-ish legends available in the game. Separating that into 15%, now obviously there's going to be rate boosts along the way, which would ultimately change the rate of certain characters. This could be very, very bad. I mean, if they still make it where Kaido versus Big Mom is still like a 0.5% chance and all the boosted units are like 0.5, for example, but then every other legend is like really, really low rate, I wouldn't mind that as much. You know, 0.5% is the minimum that I would like a debut legend to be at these days with Yoshi's structure. If they're 0.5%, obviously would suck considering it's a high percent chance to get a red poster, but you know, the actual unit rate doesn't increase compared to what we're used to. That would kind of suck still, but still 0.5 with every other legend available. It's kind of the best of both worlds if you think about it, because every legend available means, you know, you still have a chance to pull some of those units you may not have yet, and it's kind of hard with the current structure that we know for certain characters to be available. But, you know, the thing that kind of fixes that is the Sugo Metal Shop. We have the Sugo Metal Shop to kind of fill in a couple of spots of units that aren't going to be available on banners. Obviously, that hasn't happened in the past, but that's kind of like the thing of why they even brought in the Sugo Metal Shop to begin with, because if they brought in this structure where it's hard to pull legends that are not going to be available on the banner, you can buy them with the Sugo Metals. That's kind of the way that I think that they should continue to do things. However, with this, having every legend available could definitely reduce the value of these debut banners, and I hope that this is not going to be something moving forward where we go back to the old method, because as many players who, like myself, spend money on the game, spend a lot of rainbow gems on debut banners, having access to a banner where the unit is 0.5% chance or higher to pull, they are so much easier to pull, and that is obviously shown in many videos that you guys would have seen over the past few months. But, man, I'm not a fan of this, and it really will come down to what the rate of the individual character will be. So we will have to wait and see. So overall, not a big fan of this change, but it does depend on the unit rate overall. So moving on, there is going to be 2 parts to the Sugo-Fest, and I believe both of them are available at the exact same time, so you can decide which part you want to pull on. Obviously, there's different rate boosts on each part. So part 1 and then part 2, oh actually no, they are going to be not at the same time. So part 1 is the 26th, and then part 2 is on the 31st. Not really too certain what's happening on the 31st. There's probably more information that I haven't had a look yet, because everyone's just been talking about this Sugo-Fest. 10+1 rare recruit will not reset. Characters will have differing rates. Yeah, of course. Okay, so they're actually changing the way that they actually debut, show off these debut banners, right? So they actually have like the little image. It's a PNG image of what the actual icon would be on the banner. So you can see here the 1st, 4th, 13th, 19th, 22nd, 22nd, 25th, and 28th pulls are guaranteed to be a rate boosted character. Now, one thing that is not listed here is how many gems this banner is going to be for this particular multi, because as you can see, it doesn't say it's a 30 gem multi. So this could be looking at what we're getting on Japan, because Japan's Sugo-Fests have been very, very hit or miss recently, especially on debut banners, where they've been scrapping discount multis for steps like this. Now, as someone who has loved some of the more recent Sugo-Fests that they've been doing, I don't understand why they would be scrapping discount multis. Discount multis is what tempts people into pulling. And especially if you do those multis where, you know, oh, you do 3 multis, and then the 4th one is going to be a 1-gem multi, and then the 5th one you get another guaranteed legend. That's what's going to bait people into pulling. If people have to do, you know, 100 or 150 gems for another guaranteed legend spot, people aren't going to do it. People just are not going to pull. So this seems like a definite huge step backwards to what we've been expecting recently, man. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. This is really, really dumb. Again, we don't have everything confirmed yet. You know, when we go into the actual banner, once a data download comes or after the maintenance finishes, it might legit just say, oh, you know, it's a 30 gem multi. You know, what if every one of these multis is a 30 gem multi? That would actually be okay. I'd be okay with that. But we don't know that yet. If this is all 50 gem multis, which is what we're expecting, this looks awful. Really bad. Rate boosted character, and I'm sure there's a lot of rate boosted units, right? Let's continue. The second multi, 7th, 14th, 17th, 20th, 23rd, 26th, and 29th multis. Last wanted poster is a limited pool Land of Wano character. Now, Land of Wano, there's a lot of characters that have released from the Land of Wano. That could be a Sugo-Fest exclusive. I'm pretty sure that will also include generic rare recruits. Not a big fan of that, because that is a lot of steps that do not guarantee you a legend. Look how many steps that are on just this screen right here that do not have a guaranteed legend spot. Of course, it's 15% chance to get a red. So it is, you're almost guaranteed to get a red every single multi. 15% chance you should get at least 1 per multi on average. But obviously RNG is RNG. But still, that's a lot of guaranteed steps. And if you consider the fact that these are all 50 gem multis, to not get a guaranteed legend, I don't know, man. This doesn't look good. This does not look good. The 3rd and the 8th multi is a guaranteed legend. So only 2 multis give you a guaranteed just generic flat red. Little strange to me. The last wanted poster will be a Sugo-Fest that is debuted after February 2018. This is very reminiscent of the Shanks Crew French Anniversary Sugo-Fest that we had last year, before Yoshi took over the Sugo-Fest structures, where any guaranteed legend step you get is going to be a character that's debuted after February 2018. So that's basically from Legend Lucy onwards, which is still a lot of available legends still. Then we've got this one right here. The 5th, the 10th, and the 15th multi, all wanted posters are guaranteed to be legends. So this obviously is a really good step. I'm completely fine with all legend multis, but of course the reason why they brought all legend multis back is because they have access to every single legend in the game. It does say here that any legend that you pull that is a guaranteed legend is going to be from February 2018 onwards, meaning that every single red poster on these all red multis is going to be from Lucy onwards until now. That's still a lot of available legends, and of course rate boost will change the rate of that, but still, at least the all reds are here. I still would have preferred having the ability to just restrict the amount of legends that are pullable, and then make this step, like maybe make 5 and 10 a 30% chance to get a red poster, like what was it before, a 6 times chance to get a red, and then make the 15th a 12 times chance, like what they do on the anniversary Sugo-Fest. That's honestly what they should have done. This is just really weird to me. I know a lot of people love the all red multis, but I mean, if the chance to get the actual unit that you want is significantly lowered, why would you even want that? That doesn't make any sense to me. The current structure that we had on the anniversary beats this tenfold. Honestly, I don't get it. I mean, obviously all legends available is cool, but the rate for the individual unit is what matters here. And if you're diluting that with having every legend available, it literally makes no difference. It doesn't improve your chances in any capacity. It's just very bizarre to me. I don't understand it. Now, oddly enough, some of these steps are actually like not even here. So, I mean, that's another big negative that goes in Bandai's favor right now, because they just can't even show off the Sugo-Fest structure correctly. So we don't know what this is going to be. We can have a look a little bit down below. It gives us a little bit of a hint as what some of these steps are going to be. But again, I have no idea what this is. 9th multi is a guaranteed new character. That is fine, but only one multi guarantees you a new character on this Sugo-Fest. Why? Come on, why? Please. Only one multi guarantees you a new rare recruit or Kaido versus Big Mom. Not really that good. This should have been at least 3 steps along the way. At least 3. Maybe one on the 3rd or the 2nd. One on maybe the 5th or 6th, and one on the 10th or something like that, or the 9th or the 11th, whatever it is. The fact that we only get one, man, I'm not a big fan of that either. Then we've got the 11th, 18th, 21st, 24th, and 27th multi. Last wanted poster is a rate-boosted Sugo-Fest exclusive character. I mean, that step's okay, but having to go to 11 multis to get your first guaranteed legend that's a rate-boosted legend, a little annoying. It does mention the 11th multi comes at special level 1, and then 18, 21, 24, 27 come at max special level. I mean, that just disregard that. That doesn't matter really too much, honestly. Okay, those steps are fine, but of course I think it's a little bit steep to go that deep for a rate boosted legend, but either way. And then 12th, 16th, and 30th are not listed here, but it's all but confirmed that the 30th multi is going to be the guaranteed Kaido versus Big Mom. I'm not really too certain what the 12th or the 16th pool is going to be. We'll have to wait and see. But when we scroll down a little further, it gives us a little bit more information. So we've got the rate boosted Sugo-Fest exclusive. So you've got a selected legend, then you've got a non-selected. Though I don't really understand what the difference between the selected and the non-selected is. It's kind of strange. You've got Onami, Komurasaki, Luffy, Zoro, Sangoro. These are all like Wano-based legends. But then in the non-selected, you've also got the original V1 Kaido, who's also like a Wano-based legend. So I don't really understand what this is about. Wano laws there, Kaido versus Big Mom, of course. And the non-selected, you got Kaido, Sabo, Koala, Carrot, Legend Dofi, Judge, Fujitora, and Shanks. I mean, what? Is that V1 Shanks? Black-clad redhead? I'm pretty sure that's V1 Shanks. Surely not, right? That can't be. Surely not. I don't think it's V2. So I think that legit might be V1. And then part 2, you've got Nami Robin, Arlong Crew, Strength Super Type Sabo, Super Type Blackbeard, Luffy Sanji, Sweet Commanders, Gemma 66, Kaido versus Big Mom. Part 2 looks way better. Part 2 looks infinitely better. I mean, look, in part 1, you've got like Wano Law, who's really cool. Sangor is really cool. But man, like, if you're looking for more recent stuff, yeah, part 2 is easily where you'd want to go. However, part 2 does not start until the 31st of March. So there's that, right? That's kind of annoying. Non-selected, you got Halloween Ace, V2 Zoro, Jack, Garp, V2 Akainu, and then is that Strongwood Ace? Dude, what is this? And then you got Sugo-Fest characters that have made their debut after 2020. So yeah, I guess some of these multis here that are not shown, you get a guaranteed legend that's past 2020, I suppose. And then you've got the Wano, yeah, so this is probably going to be one of the steps to guaranteed Wano Sugo-Fest exclusive. So there's still like a lot of legends that have released during the Wano stuff. So there's a lot of available units here, right? And then you've got the selected Wano character, which can include rare recruits. So yeah, that obviously includes a lot of units too. So there's that, man. That's the breakdown of the Sugo-Fest. Obviously, there's not all the details yet for some unknown reason. So, you know, kudos to Bandai for that one. But dog, I mean, the question that a lot of people are going to ask right now is it worth pulling? Should I waste my gems on this banner? Honestly, probably not. I don't think this is a wise decision to spend your gems here, considering from what we see right here, it does not look like there's going to be any discounted multis. So I can't really say to you guys, yeah, this is worth pulling on. I mean, if you've got enough to go to 5 multis, I think 5 multis for all posters guaranteed legend is actually really good. But then again, you have to wait until part 2 until you get more recent stuff. Like, all the anniversary legends are on part 2, but that debuts on March 31st. So if you're really looking to go for some of these really cool legends, I probably advise waiting for part 2, because part 1 just doesn't seem that enticing. There's a couple of good legends here, as I said. Luffy Zoro, Sangoro, Wano Law, obviously really good. No Roger or Odin, of course. This is not a Super Sugo-Fest exclusive, so Roger and Odin are not pullable on this banner. Hopefully you guys understand that. There is no Roger and Odin on this banner, which is good because they've been available a little bit too much recently, so that's good. But anything else is fair game, right? That's the breakdown of the Sugo-Fest, man. Is it worth pulling? No, it just isn't, man. I mean, I'm going to be pulling. I will be doing pulls. As for how many I'm doing, hopefully not too many. Pray for your boy, but hopefully not too many. That's going to conclude this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this Sugo-Fest. Literally, leave all the feedback, leave all your thoughts and opinions about this Sugo-Fest down below in the comment section. It's going to be very helpful. Make sure to do that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.